Jesus! Look at this stuff! This is the most dangerous road in Morocco. More potholes than an Edam cheese. Good morning, chaps. Hope you're all doing well. Okay, we're heading back into the mountains again. Hoping to find what Tony Scott, and he wrote the book Morocco Overland, he considered to be the most dangerous road in Morocco. And so looking forward to that. So we're heading away from Ouarzazate and we're heading towards a town called Demnate. Navigation can be a little bit tricky because there's new roads being built all the time and they're not on the app. Very pleasant at the moment. What lovely colours. Well, since we've been on this road, there's many rock slides. Well, a lot of this road has been asphalted, but they all seem to put a thin layer and it gets washed away quite easy. So it's very broken. You got to be prepared to stand up on your pegs on a regular basis. So it makes it a bit more interesting. Well, they made this more of a major road, but look at the rock slides. Fucking hell. There's a huge one back there that I missed. Another one there. Very dodgy rock. Loads of them. A two-laner made into one lane by a friendly rockfall. Yeah. I think they'll have a problem keeping this road open or keeping it a two-laner. Well, I'm glad that bloody boulder came down when it did. It must. I wonder if it all happened on the same night. Fucking hell. That is. Jesus! Look at this stuff! How can they maintain a road like this? They can't, can they? That is mental! Oh my god. Serves them right. Should have kept it a little piste instead. My. And this is man-made bloody rock falls, really. By digging away at this rock, they've weakened it. I mean, all this road must have been covered and they had just pushed it back. At least you've got a single traffic. Yeah, Helen just said that's why you need a two-vehicle wide road so that you can clear a path and chuck it on one side. Oh god, this is mental. Oh, you like getting wet, don't you? Now, that's the first car in about half an hour we've seen. A few little houses on the side of a hill. Pretty mountains. You've got a river down below. A little bit of farmland. Not bad. Seriously guys, it is just... I haven't taken half the footage of rock slides. Just mental, and it could bloody happen any time, couldn't it? It's looking prettier. Got a few browns and greens, some blossom. That's what I like. Bit of contrast. Oh, look at that bugger. Oh my. Now, this is the most dangerous road in Morocco, even if it's just because of the rock falls. Danger to say. Cheers, mate. Glad they bloody stopped then. Certainly not touristy around this area. There's no cafes. But we got everything with us. We don't need anybody. They set some food, yeah. We got dates. And we got pasta. Anyway. We're just looking for a pleasant spot to stop, and well, we can cook our own. Oh, some kids coming out to say hello, and they want to slap hands, but it's a bit difficult. Hey, that's a little shop here. Okay, bonjour. Cafe? Yeah? We might better get some food in there. Awesome. Hello. Right, look at that village out there. Just petering on the cliff of the edge. Cool. Kids on the way to school by the looks of it. Yeah, a lot of slapper hands now. Yay! Don't get too close to the motorbike, silly sod. One tried to grab my hand. That's a bit dangerous. Ooh, look at these places here. Cheers. That's a nice view when you got some white on the mountains. Well, these roads are pretty rough now. More potholes than an Edam cheese. This is where the road gets a little bit more dangerous. I just realised I've just spent the last 100 kilometres without my seatbelt on. Well, what I've just discovered, just by so all these hills now are getting ploughed, and it seems like, I mean, it's quite high up, just below the snow line. So literally 2 or 3 weeks ago this would have been covered in snow. So what I've noticed is all this soil around here is still quite damp, and so if you can plough and get your seeds in as quick as possible, that'll give the seeds that you sow chance to germinate. So yeah, it's all quite damp still. And that's what's happening. It seems like really barren, and then probably in a couple of months' time it's going to be full of green again. Obviously the higher up the mountain you go, the longer it takes before the snow melts, and well, then that's great, because you're going to get a graduation of crops throughout the year, because the ones that eventually get done higher in the mountains will be producing crops later in the year. So yeah, so I discovered that all by myself, or I worked it out all by myself, and I'm clever. Wow, the contrast, eh? literally every tiny piece of land, that's a big piece of land, but every little bit that's got potential is being used. That's why it's hard for me and Helen at the moment to find a spot to camp, otherwise we'll end up camping on top of someone's crops. That ain't a good idea, is it? I haven't seen one tourist along here. I'm really sad about that. Good morning, chaps. Just left our campsite behind and we're heading along this road to find the cathedral, the rock cathedral. Wow, look at that old building up there on the rock. Cool. Reminds me of a place in Cornwall called Roche Rock, R-O-C-H-E. There's a monastery on top of a rock. Pretty cool. Well, it looks like we're going to be heading up and around these mountains, so it's going to be a bit twisty, I would imagine. What a beautiful sight. Looks like the highest point of this pass, which is about 3,700 meters, I think. Ew. How wonderful. Blessed with perfect weather conditions in the high Atlas Mountains. Amazing. Lovely down here. Now the cathedral is meant to be quite famous, so those rocks look nice as they are, so yeah, looking forward to it. We're getting very low on petrol now, so and there's no sign of any petrol stations, and we also want a drink, so we ran out of coffee sachets, you know, the 3-in-1 lot, so we're hoping we're going to come across a village that might have a cafe. I haven't seen one for about, I don't know, about 150 kilometers, so it's very untouristy trail, you know, road this is through the Atlas. Okay, we're just gonna take a little detour. there's a village just off this road called Zakuia Ahanzi, something like that. Conifers as well down here. Football pitch. Well, so far don't look like much here. Come on, there's got to be a cafe and a shop somewhere. Hello? Oh, no cafe here then, is there? Certainly no petrol. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about lack of petrol. We saw a post office. I mean, they got a bridge, so they must have a cafe and a football pitch. Oh, there's loads of water coming off. If you have a look at ahead of you, there's like loads of cascading water. No, the road is definitely not tarmacked, which makes life a little bit more fun, a little bit more adventurous. There's some wetness for Helen to play with again. Very rarely we see water on crossings, but that's nice to see. Well, that's where that water in the mountains was coming from, the waterfalls. Yeah, nice, eh? See, when it's not tarmacked road, you feel you're on a bit more of an adventure. Psychological. Oh, look, got a nice waterfall to sit by. Oh, pretty. Yeah. Well done. I'd love to just hike and climb up as far as you could possibly go. What an adventure that would be. I'm hoping something like that is around the cathedral, because me and Helen would love to follow the river. An adventure, I would say another word for it is unpredictability. If everything was predictable, it wouldn't be an adventure. Even speaking your mind, because you're always going to upset somebody, that's an adventure. Because it's unpredictable who or how many people you will upset. This is an adventure because you never know what's round the corner. You may have a very rough idea of your destination, but as long as it's unpredictable, you don't know the ins and outs of everything, it remains an adventure. Every time me and Helen went out green laning in the UK on the weekends, it was an adventure. We didn't know what to expect, how we would handle the terrain for our bikes. So it was always an adventure. Any form of exploration is an adventure. Even camping for us, I think it's about 9 days in a row now. It's been a mini adventure. Everything is unpredictable. Well, this is a pretty awesome road. And as you saw earlier, there was that nice waterfall and river crossing. That was unpredictable, and it was certainly an adventure to get across because we had no idea how deep, how strong the current was going to be. Were there rocks? Were there potholes? Well, there certainly was, because I had to lay on the power. Again, it was an adventure because it was unpredictable. Yeah, my gut feeling is that is the cathedral we're heading to, and I hope it's going to be a lot of fun around there. The cathedral. But there's no petrol stations here, so in this area we're pretty much on minimum at the minute. But they've got apparently fuel in barrels. Merci beaucoup. Okay, we found ourselves a place to camp. It's in the garden of a gite, G-I-T-E. We're preferring camping, we're sticking to it, we sleep well, we're starting to sleep well now. But yeah, we can use the toilets and shower for a price. And there's loads of little baby dogs around. Maybe the mother and father is out working in the field at the moment. So there's the cathedral rock up there. We'd either do a hike tomorrow, or we'll probably all go on our bikes, try and find some peace. It's like the local shop is here, so let's see what they got. Hello. Well, we couldn't. We managed to get some water and a couple of oranges from that shop, and now we're following some chap on his moped to a shop that should sell bread. We're hoping he might sell more than bread. We got a couple of tins of tuna, but we're sick of the bloody stuff. Getting hold of meat is just like nigh on impossible. But it'd be nice to get some eggs. That'd be a luxury, believe it or not. Well, it's a house and they sell bread. That's awesome, isn't it? And we're hoping to buy some eggs just here. Takes a little while to get to know your way around this area. Okay, see what's in there, love. See what's in there. Yeah, could do it. We could, if we don't fancy rice and stuff, we just do an omelette or something.
Yeah, so I'll take 4.
At least, yeah. If they're small, 6. Honey, lie down. Hey, do you want to cuddle? Yeah? Look at you, look, you're in the camera. Look, eh? There's 3 more of you around, isn't there? And cats. Eh? Do you like that? Every dog likes that, don't they? Eh? Eh? You're a kitty.
Yes, you are.